How's it going, guys? Cypnos here, back on another video. Now, in today's video, well, in today's second video, I guess, we have got the first official Season 6 teaser from the official Fortnite account, Fortnite Game on Twitter. I just gave him promo. But yeah, so we got the first teaser. So this is the teaser right here. As you can see, it's got the sort of like, well, the first thing that you see is the skin. Well, I'm guessing it's a skin. It's a llama with like disco hat on, and the caption, if I can remember, is every party needs a disco. Oh, sorry, all great parties need a DJ or something, which to me, like tells me that the theme is going to be music, or like parties or DJ, something to do with music, and we'll get like, and that's possibly a tier 1 skin. Like we got with Drift last season, like the first teaser that we got for last season was the Drift mask, and that was obviously the first skin, or might be the second, but it was in the first tier. We got 2 skins with 1 tier, so it could very, very well be the first skin that we get, and if that's the first skin, I want to know what all the other skins are, to be honest. But anyway, so that is the first teaser. We've got but I think 2 more now coming out each day at 3 PM BST, which is 10 AM EST, and I mean you could just work out your time zone from there. But anyway, we have some leaks. There's quite a lot, so much that I actually had to print them off, because the picture that I saw, like the Reddit post, it's quite a long one, so I couldn't really just read it off the screen. I had to actually print it off so that like it wouldn't go off the screen, because it's a lot. It's a lot, to be honest. So yeah, let's go, I guess. So Fortnite Season 6 leak, and this was anonymous on Twitter. Not on Twitter, sorry, Reddit. This was from an anonymous leaker on Reddit. I've heard this from Reddit anyway. So lore. This is like a big heading, lore. So, quick bit of context. So every season we get like 10 weeks of challenges. I think it's 7 weeks you unlock a special skin. If you complete any 7 weeks of the challenges, you get a special skin. This skin was the road trip one, which was called the Enforcer. Last one was, actually I can't remember what it was called, but I can't remember what it was called, but it was called the Visitor. I think it was the Blockbuster. The Blockbuster, and it was called the Visitor. This one was the road trip, and it's called the Enforcer. So the challenges called the road trip challenges, and the skin is called the Enforcer. So lore, and this LORE, not LAW. Lore. The Enforcers are the ones who send the cube. The Enforcers can't live in Earth's atmosphere, so they must change it. The cube creates small domes that mimic their planet's atmosphere. At Loot Lake, the cube will absorb water and send energy to the domes, making them grow. Season 5 will end with Loot Lake drained and the domes twice as large. The trailer for Season 6 will show people walking up to the cube that gets struck and bounced away. Drift walks up to the cube, and when the lightning strikes him, he doesn't get knocked back because he's human. The cube keeps striking him and the bolts get bigger. Drift becomes charged and the cube explodes. Now, obviously the cube is already gone, as far as we're aware. We saw it go in the Loot Lake event. I made a video on it. Sort of, I made a video of it, not on it. Like, this is me making a video on leaks. Like, the video that I made was just like an actual live video of actual live gameplay. This is cutcom, in case you can't tell. I don't even know if that made any sense, to be honest. Anyway, so POI, point of interest, if you didn't know. So they're like places on the map that are named. The Wailing Woods bunker opens up after like 2 or 3 seasons. The person inside decides to follow his dream, which is building a chicken restaurant. One of the Battle Pass skins is the restaurant's mascot. The restaurant expands into an amusement park throughout the season, replacing Wailing Woods. Okay, that's the end of that. So other new restaurants with mascot skins will appear during the season. Der Burger, where we have a new competition, expands. Lonely Lodge is damaged by the explosion, probably from the cube. It's turned into a campground and tourist attraction with caves and a river with rideable canoes. That'd be very, very cool, I must say. And just in case you were wondering, this gameplay is Season 5 gameplay. For some reason, I have to have a separate setting on to record the game audio. And when I'm not recording the game audio, I get better FPS. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I'll have to see if, like, I can change the setting in my recording software. But yeah, we'll see what I can do about that. Anyway, Loot Lake is wiped out by the explosion, and a black hole, in brackets, it's a portal to the dark side of the world, close brackets, is left in the middle. During the season, the Enforcers will build a futuristic city around this area. Now, crystals. So I mentioned a portal to the dark side of the world. You can go to the dark world with the portal or with the new crystals. The crystals, part of the exploded cube, are used like hot rocks. They take you to a dark version of the world for a bit. You'll be invisible to other players while there, and they'll be invisible to you. You can't use weapons there. Skin themes. Dark world versions of regular skins, like we see in the Dark Bomber. It is confirmed, sort of, that we're getting a Dark Bomber skin. A Dark Bomber skin has been found in the game files, but we just don't know when we get it. Most likely when Season 6 starts, obviously. So, Dark World version of the new skin. Some previous skins from the store will have new challenges available that will allow you to unlock the dark version of the skin. By the way, just there, when I fell, I did press space, and it just didn't register, which is really annoying because I obviously took damage because of that. And I didn't mean to place the floor above. I actually meant to place it underneath to have a bit more support, but it just didn't work. Anyway, skin themes, dark world versions, restaurant mascots, camping, tourist, and futuristic. And that is that for the leaks. As you can tell, it was quite a lot of leaks. These leaks, don't take them as fact, take as a grain of salt. We don't know if this is going to happen. Obviously, the cube has already gone as far as we're aware. It's already dissolved into Loot Lake. So we'll just have to see what happens. Actually, talking about the cube and Loot Lake, seeing as the comet, I'm actually going to make a video about like the whole storyline. But to sum it up, the comet brought the visitor powered up the rocket. The rocket taken off was the first proper like in-game event that we actually saw, like that was in the in-game news for a few days, and then like everyone, like it was a proper live in-game event that everyone knew about. So that the rocket created the crack in the sky. The crack in the sky created the cube, and the cube has now gone to Loot Lake, and Loot Lake will supposedly turn into a volcano. If that happens, I don't really see what the volcano can do to further on that storyline, so we might just get a whole new storyline. That would be pretty cool. But anyway, I think that's going to end off for this video, so see you on the next one. Peace out.